Alright. I think we are live. Alright. Just get ourselves set up here. Excuse me. All right. Mr. Matt here, and today we've got something. Thought we'd try something a little bit different, a little bit special. Going to do a sort of role play campaign. I'm not sure if I'm going to like do voices and stuff, but maybe I could do voices. Could be a thing. But yeah, the thing is, the theme of this evening's entertainment is that rather than being a normal Necromunda gang, trying to achieve dominance in the Underhive or what have you, the story consists of 3 young Necromundan gangers aspiring to join the Imperial Fist Space Marine chapter. So you might not all know this, but the Imperial Fists actually have a recruitment fortress on Necromunda in the upper spires in Helm territory, I believe. In Hive Primus, so that's where all of the action goes on in Hive Primus on Necromunda, but down in the Underhive. So way up in the upper Hive, there's a Space Marine fortress where the Imperial Fists do some of their recruiting out of. They actually have 2 recruiting worlds, but yeah, Necromunda's one of their 2 main recruiting worlds. So there is some sort of lawful reason, background for this. It's not just complete fantasy. But yeah, as far as I know, the Imperial Fists don't actually make their applicants run through death games before they join. But for the purposes of this exercise, the theory will be that the local gangs send forth their young men to compete in deadly games to win the honor of being selected by the Imperial Fists recruitment sergeants. So our gang of intrepid aspirants, let's call them the aspirants. We're going to use Goliaths just because they kind of look the most like Space Marines. And I don't know, just because I like the Goliaths the best, I guess. Now, we're going to have a few house rules. Maybe I should just read out the house rules first. They're in the description down below, but I'll just read them out anyway, just in case. So these rules are inspired and based loosely on GamekNights D.I.E rules. This is meant to represent the extremely harsh and uncompromising trials and tests required by downhive scum before they can be even considered to be accepted as an aspirant of the Imperial Fists. So just a little bit of background. GamekNight has these special D.I.E rules that he created for Mordheim. There's also a link to those rules in the description down below, so you go and check it out if you like. And yeah, I believe that the intention of the rules is to basically make Mordheim more kind of immersive and more sort of engaging, I guess. Maybe make it a bit more, I don't know how to describe it exactly. Make it more like kind of immersive, I guess. Make it seem more weighty, I guess. Yeah. So anyway, I'll read out the rules. So basically, we're going to be doing deadly operations. We're going to choose maximum enemy tenacity and ferocity infamy choices. So we can set that up now. In operation, deadly. I did actually already start this yesterday, but I stuffed up and didn't have the stream engaged, so I didn't record anything. So I did actually already do the first mission. Just to recap for you, one of our aspirants, the three of our aspirants, went into a deadly mission. Two of them died during the mission. One of them survived and managed to kill one of the enemy gangers and managed to get one resource crate, and the game awarded him a nominal victory. So he actually was successful, but unfortunately due to an administration error or something, he ended up got executed anyway. So we've got 3 fresh aspirants for you today. So yeah, it doesn't really matter what you choose here, but I thought I'd choose Training Ground just to give our aspirants a little bit more XP so they level up a bit faster in between matches. And I thought I'd choose a Medical Lab because presumably, even though they're quite likely to die during the course of their training, if they don't actually die, then presumably they'd have access to the best medical care available, the Imperial Fists medical systems. Excuse me. So we go in here and we choose enemy ferocity. This gives the enemies 50% extra damage at max level, and then we go enemy tenacity, which gives them 100 extra HP. What am I trying to say? It's not really a challenge campaign or anything. Like, the idea isn't to make it like super difficult and then prove that we can still defeat, still win anyway and stuff. It's to make like a kind of story based, I guess, campaign that's more scary, I guess, or that that's more engaging somehow. I don't know. We'll see how it goes anyway. So I've got enemy ferocity and enemy tenacity. Only 3 aspirants will be deployed per mission, so you can take 5 gangers into each mission in Necromunda Underhive Wars. You can't take any more than 5, but you can't take any less than 3. Like, the game won't let you launch a battle unless you've got at least 3 guys. So we're going to have only the minimum 3. Every aspirant must fight in every battle, regardless of any injury, until they succeed or die. The aspirants cannot take any weapons or consumables into battle. They're expected to use whatever they can find in their environment to survive and conquer. And that's how they prove themselves to the Imperial Fists recruitment sergeants. Now, during the battles, they must attempt to kill every enemy, and they may never flee the battlefield. So we can't use those exits to actually leave the battlefield before the final turn. And they have to attempt to kill every enemy. So I'm going to apply that kind of loosely. They must attempt to kill every enemy. Mainly, the intention of it is that they can't sort of like just run to the corner of the battlefield and hide. They need to still stay. They have to still move around kind of aggressively and attempt to attack the enemy. They don't have to. Excuse me. They don't have to just blindly charge straight into every enemy they see, but they can't like completely disengage from the combat. They still have to be trying to kill the enemy. Excuse me. Now they must succeed in every mission, otherwise all aspirants will be executed and replaced with 3 new aspirants. I don't think I've ever actually failed a mission, so I'm not sure if it is possible to fail a mission in this game, but if we do ever fail a mission, then all 3 of our aspirants will die and we'll recruit 3 new ones. Must always attempt to raid enemy bases if available, or defend home base if no base raid is available. So if you attack an enemy base, the enemy is actually heaps more aggressive than they normally are. You might have noticed that enemy AI that they'll always usually attack in the first round, but then as soon as the second round comes, they just kind of forget about attacking and start just looting crates and running away and stuff. So if you attack the enemies in their base, then they will actually attack you back the whole time. So they're much more dangerous. So we'll have to contend with that. Again, if we fail, then we'll just kill everybody and start again. If a ganger receives an unfavourable trait, i.e. a mutation, which sometimes happens during the course of neophytes, processing into a space marine, they get all these implanted organs and things, and then and sometimes it goes bad, and so they have to they have to put them down humanely. That just happens. So if that happens, so I guess if we get like a melee guy and he's got like -10 melee attack or something, melee damage, then we might just consider that a mutation and execute him and start again with a new level 1 ganger. I don't know, we'll see how it goes. We'll apply that rule, a bit liberally. All gangers must be recruited at level 1, so we can't take we can't take Promise of Glory to get a level 5 ganger. We've got to start off with level 1 gangers. All gangers must be male. Sorry, just, Space Marines are all male. This is how it is in 40k. Aspirants can do PvP. However, if they do PvP, it must be contest rules. So when you do PvP, you can either have contest rules, which means it's permanent effects, or exhibition, which means it's non-permanent. So it's always got to be the contest, which means that if they, they die, they die. If they get injuries, they get injuries, etc. It's got to be contest rules, and all of the above rules still apply. So particularly this one. Aspirants cannot take any weapons or consumables into battle. They're expected to use whatever they can find in their environment to survive and conquer. So if we do any PvP, we'll do it with no weapons. And we can't take any weapons into the battle, that is. So the campaign ends when one ganger makes it level 10 and is accepted for his real testing to begin. So that means that the Imperial Fists presumably check through his criminal record, do his psych evaluations, and then they run him through their ordeals, which I think consists of running down a tunnel that has some sort of neural feedback that causes ever increasing amounts of pain just directly into the user's nervous system, and they have to be able to overcome that to show their endurance to be able to join the Imperial Fists. So this whole campaign they're doing right now is like the precursor to that. This is like what they've got to do before they even get considered to go through the Imperial Fist testing. So we'll just finish getting set up here. Threadbare Robe said, "What's your plan for leveling up if they always go into the fight unarmed? Focus on skills." I haven't thought too much about it, Threadbare Robe. I think some skills that help them do unarmed damage obviously are going to be handy, or might be handy. If they, a lot of battles they might get lucky and there'll be two enemy gangs that'll kill each other, so they can just kind of loot some weapons and then get into it. But sometimes they might have to actually fight unarmed. So if the first battle we go into is us against one enemy gang, then we're going to have to fight unarmed with no skills because we're level 1. So that's going to be pretty bad. But I guess we need to prepare ourselves mentally for a lot of these aspirants to die or be executed along the way. So it's going to be a bit of a weird campaign. I'm not guaranteing that all of the aspirants will survive. Don't get too attached to any individual aspirant, I guess, is my advice for you. Now, I don't think we actually need anything from these other things, but I was thinking about getting some neuroinhibitors. Just, I don't know, we probably won't use them initially, but I thought maybe later on in the campaign we might decide some reason to use them. They give you a big boost to experience. So I guess if we feel like our aspirants aren't advancing fast enough or something, maybe we can give them some of those. We don't really need any of these other things. We can give them armor, I guess. They're not allowed to take any weapons in, but they can take armor in. So that could be a thing, I guess. I don't know. Armor? Maybe. Yeah, maybe we'll give them some pieces of armor. I specifically didn't rule out armor just because I like dressing up my dudes. I like doing my conversions on my miniatures, so armor actually can provide you with some cool fashion options. Each battle, each surviving fighter will get 10. Yeah, let's do this. So if they do actually survive, they'll actually get extra XP. So that's pretty cool. I guess the rigors of the of the Imperial Fists trials will just make them learn at an super increased rate. Yeah, we probably don't know. Implants? Yeah, I don't know. They're not going to take any consumables, they don't need that. Melee weapons, no. Caskets. Money. Excuse me. Yeah, I don't think any of these things. Yeah, I don't know if that's. I don't know if we're going to use the loot caskets anyway, but it could be interesting. Yeah, I guess we'll do armor again. And the last point, yeah, it doesn't matter really. All right, cool. So we've chosen our things. Yeah, I'm not too sure if they're better. Maybe it'd be good to have like one guy that specializes in unarmed combat. But yeah, I guess we'll see. All right, so first, we need to hire our aspirants. Okay, it's got to be male. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. Yeah, it looks meaner. Alright, so yeah, athletics sounds good. We'll go observant, more alertness to give you more graze chance. A bit more chance of survival. Give him some more melee. Him. And then we'll other one. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. Athletic, go observant again, and go. Yeah, I'm sort of thinking maybe we should focus on melee for all of them, since they're going to all be going with bare hands a lot of the time. I guess we'll just start off with melee prowess, I guess. Doesn't necessarily have to stick with that the whole time. Yeah, like that's one of my favorite faces. I'll have one of these guys. Go alertness again. So, you know, there's an argument for willpower. It gives you more stun resistance and also stress resistance, so you get rid of debuffs quicker. But there's also an argument for alertness. So alertness gives you more initiative, so you act slightly earlier in the turn order when you activate them. And hit resistance is why I'm really going for it, because hit resistance makes it more chance you'll take a grazing attack instead of taking full damage from an attack, so it'll make them slightly more survivable. So our aspirants are among the most durable of the hive scum. So they don't need any weapons. We'll be taking those into battle. We might just give them some random pieces of armor. We'll just see what we got in our loot kit. So we don't need any of these things because we don't use that stuff. Weapons, no, don't use weapons. If they find any weapons in the match, they can use them, but they won't be taking any weapons in. Okay, so we've got a bunch of pieces of armor there. Alright, so we'll give each aspirant a couple of bits of armor. Yeah, that's fine. And we get this guy. Couple as well. Alright, so we've got a couple of pieces of armor. Now we need to give him a little bit of customization. So, what's sort of Imperial Fists-esque? None of these are very accurate, I don't think. We might have to change it a bit. So, the yellow, I think, needs to be a bit more like a mustard sort of yellow. I think that's going to be a bit more Imperial Fist-like. And this part is more of a white kind of color, I guess. Maybe that part needs to be black. Actually, that's the part that needs to be mustard yellow, I think. What do we got here? So what are we doing? D1. Yeah, I feel like we need some black and we need some white. But we'll kind of figure it out as we go along, I guess. Yeah, that's kind of on the money. We can go with that for starters. Yeah, sorry again for anyone who was waiting for the stream yesterday. I just slept through it. The video I made the day before took a lot longer to make than I anticipated, and I ended up, normally I sleep for a little bit after work, and then sleep for a little bit after the stream before I start work. But the video that I made yesterday just took way too long, and then I didn't actually get it up until like 5 minutes before I started work, so I didn't get any sleep, and then I slept through the stream. So yeah, like the day before yesterday or whatever. Anyway, so that was a bit of a disaster. And then I started the stream, but because I was all like, as soon as I woke up, the next day when I was supposed to do the stream, I slept in, and then as soon as I woke up, I blearily came out, staggered out, loaded everything up, jumped straight into it, tried to at least get something recorded for you guys. But I didn't check that the stream was engaged properly, so I didn't actually record it. So I actually did the first mission of this already as I mentioned, but it didn't actually get recorded, so that was a bit ruined. I'm not sure this yellow is quite right. I mean, yeah, the yellow of the Imperial Fist is one of those things that kind of is left up to personal interpretation. You look up different paint jobs for Imperial Fist miniatures, you'll see various yellows. Sometimes it's a bit brighter yellow, sometimes a bit more of a mustard yellow. I've seen some kind of quite bronze orangey type, orange highlighted yellows as well. There's no right or wrong. I think everybody's got their right to, have their own headcanon version of Imperial Fists yellow. But of course, I reserve my right to tell you that your version of Imperial Fists yellow is wrong, and only my version is right. As should all good Warhammer fans. Yeah, I think we're good. Should we shave their heads? I feel like they should get their heads shaved. And they should get rid of those tattoos as well. What the hell? Trying to join the Imperial Fists or what? It's more like it. Actually, while you're there, get rid of those facial accessories. None. That's better. So we got general skin. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Well, let's just have a quick look at what else we got. Yeah, I think we'll go with that one. It's pretty tough. I mean, Goliath's kind of all just look pretty tough by default. Yeah, I'm really annoyed they got rid of the option to have no hair, like to get rid of the haircut, and just be bald for the leaders. It's kind of sucky, but yeah, I guess maybe it was an intentional thing because they want the leaders to stand out. So yeah, unfortunately, this guy's going to be stuck with this mohawk, but that's right. They can, they can surgically remove that when he gets accepted into the Imperial Fists, so it's all good. PP says, praise be to the machine spirit of your alarm. Indeed, I set 2 alarms, but didn't need the second one. As soon as I heard that first one, I was like, up and at it, get the stream going. Let's do this. No problem. Alright, I'm not super happy with this, Why is his face so pink and his skin so white? I might need to, change his skin. Oh no, it's sort of, it does go into his, okay. I don't know, whatever. Oh. I guess he's not meant to be pretty, is he? I'll just leave it at that. And this guy, we'll get rid of his facial nonsense. What's he already got a bionic eye? That's no good. Shouldn't really have a bionic eye, but that's fine, I guess. No, none here. But and we're going head. No, general. Get rid of the tattoos. Right. This guy looks kind of like an Imperial Fist almost. Can we... No, who's upper body? Oh yeah, I feel like these type of shirts look like the coolest ones for our aspirants to wear. Actually, there's no shoulders that look like... Yeah, I mean, I guess these kind of plain shoulders look a little bit like scout shoulder pads, but we'll kind of go for a bit of a scout aesthetic or something, I guess, if we can manage anything like that. But these guys are like fresh off the boat. They're just, they've been dragged straight out of their gang houses or whatever. These guys obviously are all between 11 to 15 years of age because they're still young enough to be able to be converted into Space Marines to undergo the process. So yeah, obviously Goliath preteens and young teenagers are quite a lot bigger than your average 11 to 15-year-old. But that's just the way it rolls. We're able to change. No, I can't change this guy's things anyway. That's fine. Alright. Yeah, so obviously they don't look super... I feel this yellow is not quite right, maybe. Is it possible to change this dude? Well, hair. If they ever do get any hair, I guess we just want it to be black. So yeah, this yellow, I don't know. Is that Imperial Fist yellow? I don't know. I think it is kind of. Because black and yellow is kind of more like it. If you kind of look at this, I don't know. We'll come back to that. We might need to change it later on. All right. So is there anything else we need to do, or should we just get into it? Maybe we'll do a little bit more background, a little bit more. We'll check out the Lexicanium a little bit. Oh, we need to name them, don't we? There we go. Sorry, guys, just doing a bit of research, just checking out the lexicanium. Wondering if we should give our characters some Imperial Fist names, or maybe we should leave them with their original gang names to start with. I'm trying to find the so one of the first books that I ever read of 40k books was the original Space Marine novel, which is actually about how the Imperial Fists, it's about three Necromundas that get Brother Aspirant, just have no names. Yeah, we have no names. Unless it's in death, then Brother Paulson will get his name back. How you going, David? Yeah, we could just call them all Brother Aspirant, but no, I think we need to have a different name so I can otherwise it get confusing when I'm like referring to them. I was trying to find, I can't remember the original names of. Yeah, I can't really remember. There's like the original Space Marine novel. Like it was about these like gangers from Necromunda, I think, that get recruited into the Imperial Fists, but Space Marine was written like way back in the early days, like in the Rogue Trader days, before kind of all the lore and everything was properly written. So it's heaps weird and different to the current like 40k. Even before like my era of 40k, like kind of thing, I guess. But yeah. Makes his SC2. Hello, I must join. Can you please explain real quick what is going on here? I kind of already did that. Makes this. There's also another video called Rules, Aspirant Rules. But yeah, I'll run through it quickly again in a second. Excuse me. Sorry. Basically, this Space Marine novel. They kind of like, I guess it kind of inspired this as well. Anyway, the storyline is that there's three different aspirants. One of them is a downhive ganger, like perhaps a Goliath ganger, perhaps. I think his name was Spider, and he had like a big spider tattoo on his face, and he was just like uneducated, brute type of thing. And there was another character that was was a aspirer, you know, a rich and powerful scion of a noble house, and then there was another one that was a tech, which was like a mid-level spire, mid-level hiver, sort of in between the downhive scum and the upper-level spire is the ones that like run all the factories of the upper hive and stuff. So they changed the kind of background a little bit, but so this is some hardcore role playing. Oh, well, I don't know how hardcore it's going to be. We'll see. We might do some voices and stuff if I get really inspired. It's sort of like it to be a story-ish narrative type campaign. So just to reiterate. So right, we're trying to name people now. So we got Spider, and we got this guy can be Alexandra. I don't remember the names of the original characters except for I think Spider was one of them. But yeah, so these guys aren't obviously the same characters, but they're just some dudes. There's some gangers. What's this guy's Coackle? That's a pretty good name. But how about we call him? Okay, so apologies for anyone who knows who these names relate to. It's not meant to be any reflection on the original characters. These are just some other gangers that have got named after them. You rocks, thanks. Oh, actually, that just reminds me. Somebody asked in the comments if I could name one of the characters after them. So I said I would. So I have to find that person. Oh, sorry, not after them, sorry. Yeah, it was Aaron, and he wanted one of the characters to be named Sortek. So that's cool. I can dig that. How about this guy? Sortek. Alright, Sortek's he's a brutal Goliath ganger, renowned for his ferocity already at the age of 13, and massive in physique for his age. So he's a good candidate to become a Imperial Fist, but who knows? Probably all of these aspirants will die. So yeah, to quickly run through the thing again. So yeah, so the idea being, it's unlike normally when you play Necromunda, you're representing a gang, an Underhive gang that's trying to assert its dominance in the in the Underhive. Excuse me. So here we're doing a bit of a restricted rule set that's meant to represent. Excuse me. That's meant to represent the process of different. Little downhive houses putting forward their young sons to be aspirants, to be hopefully gain the attention of the Imperial Fist recruitment sergeants by their feats of arms and extreme displays of martial prowess and the ability to survive in hostile environments and that sort of thing. So yes, the way it works is that we're going to be doing deadly operations with the maximum enemy tenacity and enemy ferocity infamy choices. We've already done that, so I don't need to set that up. Only 3 aspirants will be deployed per mission instead of the normal 5 gangers, so these 3 guys are going to go in. They must fight in every battle regardless of any injuries, so even if they're recovering from injuries, they still have to fight until they either succeed in being accepted into the Imperial Fists Aspirant program or they die. The aspirants cannot take any weapons or consumables into the battle. They're expected to use whatever they can find in their environment to survive and conquer. So yeah, we've taken their weapons off them already. They must attempt to kill the enemy, and they must never flee the battlefield before the end of the match. So yeah, so they can't use those exits to leave and survive if they get wounded or anything. And they have to maintain a certain level of aggression. So I'm going to apply that a little bit leniently probably, but basically, so they don't need to like just charge blindly at the enemy like mindless beasts every turn, but they can't like just hide in the corner of the map and try to survive. Like they have to legitimately be legitimate combatants and try to fight the enemies and kill them. Basically, these guys are trying to show their mettle. You know, they're hoping that the Emperor or the Imperial Fists recruitment sergeants are watching from somewhere on high with their servo skulls and keeping an eye on things around the hive, and they're trying to prove themselves. So, you know, even if they might die, they want to at least win honor by defeating an enemy ganger or something like that. And the enemy gangers are fully grown, hard bitten gangers that are tough. They have like on deadly with enemy tenacity on, some of the enemies are going to have like 400 and 500 hit points, but these guys only have 200 hit points, so they're just juves, you know. They must succeed in every mission, otherwise all aspirants will be executed and replaced with 3 new aspirants. So it's not good enough just to try to attack some enemies. They have to succeed in the mission. I'm not sure if you can actually fail a mission or not. I don't know if I've actually ever failed one. I managed to get 1 crate last mission, and when I tried this off stream, and it counted as a nominal victory. So I guess I counted that as a victory. If I'm not sure if even if the game like counts it as a defeat, then we might have to execute them. But basically, in my mind, if they can attack and kill an enemy ganger, that's good. They get points for that, and they need to also try to capture the objectives as well. So they can't just kill a ganger and then hide in the corner. They have to contest the objectives as well. So basically, if they don't do anything impressive and they fail the mission, then they get executed. And must always attempt to raid enemy bases. Okay, so the most dangerous missions that you can do kind of are when you raid the enemy base, because normally the enemy after the first turn becomes less aggressive. It doesn't try to attack your guys as much unless they're going for the objectives. But if you attack the enemy base, they'll pretty much attack you every turn, and you can quite often lose characters even if you're playing normally. So if we ever get the opportunity to raid an enemy's base, that'll be an opportunity for aspirants to prove themselves by doing something particularly dangerous. So they'll of course do that. The only exception, and if there's no enemy base to raid, but we can defend our own base, then we'll do that. What else is there? If a ganger retrieves an unfavorable trait, i.e. a mutation, so if like we have a melee guy and he gets minus 10% melee damage or something like that, then we'll or he gets +5 jump cost or something like that, something that we'd normally delete a ganger for, then they'll be executed, because that'll be considered to be like they developed a mutation during the course of their implantations as neophytes or something, which is pretty much how it goes. If you're an Imperial Fist neophyte and you start your process of being turned into a Space Marine, quite often there's mutations, things don't go well, and then you get kind of like humanely put down. Or sometimes they get kept on as sort of retainers of the chapter, and they're kind of these sad characters that hang around, usually as servants of the Space Marines, and some of them have got some of the Space Marine organs in them and stuff. So they're kind of these sad characters that almost made the cut but didn't quite. So potentially they could turn into one of those. And the last thing was just all gangers are recruited at level 1, so we're not going to recruit any level 5 gangers. All gangers must be male, because Space Marines are all male. And the aspirants can do PvP. However, if they do, there must be contest rules, so permanent outcomes if they get injured or killed or whatever. And all of the above rules still apply. So if they do PvP, they'll have to be permanent PvP, where you can die and get injured and everything, and they won't be able to take in any weapons or consumables. So that is pretty much it. Oh, and the point of the campaign, or the end of the campaign, is to hopefully get one of these gangers to level 10, and then they'll get accepted into the Imperial Fists Aspirant program, and their real testing can begin. So then they get to run through this tunnel that like directly links into their neural system to cause pain directly into their nervous central nervous system. I think is how it works. And basically, if they can endure this like excruciating pain and just keep walking forward through the tunnel or whatever, then they get they potentially get accepted if they pass all the psych and physical tests and everything. So this is just the precursor to before they actually start getting their Imperial Fist testing. Servitors? No, they're not. There's not servitors. I mean, they could potentially be servitors, but servitors are normally like are often like criminals and stuff like that. But yeah, they could be made into servitors if they've got mental problems. But sometimes they'll like just say they get all the hormones and stuff, so they get like huge. Well, these guys have probably already had their hormones anyway. So as part of your marine training, you get your hormones and everything. But then they give you some other implant that makes your bones start getting stronger or something, and in concert with that, they have to inject heaps of drugs and everything to make the organs grow properly and all this kind of stuff. And maybe they start doing that, and the drugs start making them malformed, like they start getting a hunchback or something like that. And then the tech priests and the medics in charge of the operation will be like, oh no, this guy's not working out, his body's not accepting the drugs properly or whatever, so they'll just cease all of the drug treatments and implanting the new organs. They won't waste any more of the gene seed or the organs on that particular recruit, but that recruit's mind is fine, it's just their body that's a bit damaged or whatever. And so then they'll just indoctrinate them in as a retainer of the chapter. They may I guess they may make some of them as servitors, but sometimes depending on which chapter it is, they'll just keep them on just as a lay person, just as a servant. And so there's Space Marines, there's neophytes that are kind of training to be Space Marines, and there's aspirants that are kind of like pre that, and then there's these other sort of sad cases that are just kind of like kept on as chapter serfs basically. Each chapter's got their own traditions, so some of them will keep these guys around, some of them won't, some will execute them, some will make them into servitors. I'm not actually sure what Imperial Fists specifically what they do with those guys is, but yeah, anyway. They can use drugs if they find them on the battlefield, so they can't take any consumables into the battle, they can't take any weapons into the battle, but anything they find on the battlefield, then they can do it. David, I wouldn't be surprised if some do get mind wiped and turned into servitors. Then that's probably the more, I think I've read something about that, and like that's kind of like the kinder option, because if they don't get mind wiped, then presumably get to live the rest of their life in shame, surrounded by these like giants that are like reminded of what they could have been and should have been if they hadn't have been found wanting, but yeah, no, I've definitely read about definitely read that there's some that don't get turned into servitors and they get to live on, knowing that they failed to become Space Marines basically, which is pretty sad. But that won't happen to any of these guys, because anyone who fails to become a Space Marine in this game is going to get executed. So no sad endings for us. All right, so I feel like we're just about ready to start. They cannot pick up a salvage casket and extract mechs, so they have to fight. Yeah. So the point is, it's sort of like, I'm gonna have to use a bit of like role play storyline here, but the point is they're trying to win honor, they're trying to win favor, they're trying to win the attention of those Space Marine recruitment sergeants that are that potentially are watching everything in the Underhive. Like, they don't know how it works, who knows, but they're trying to win honor for their house and their family groups and stuff. Because if they get chosen to be a Space Marine, then it's like a huge honor to their house, So they're trying to do that. Excuse me. I think I got a pretty good bunch of guys. We might need to fine tune. I want to get a bit more. I'd like to see a bit more black on these, like black and white on their outfits, but yeah, I don't know. I wonder if maybe we should play around with it a little bit more. So let's see if we change one of these yellows to black. Doesn't really look that black though, does it? Wait up, where's let's go this guy because he's got the right type of armor. Upper body, torso armor. So which part is it? No, this part. So if we make these rims black, it's this one. And I feel like this brown should be more chocolatey brown. Yeah, like that. And what's this? I don't even know what this is. Yeah, I don't know. Hopefully it'll like appear better when we get onto other armors and stuff. Alright, I think it's time to do it. We can't put it off any longer. I mean, these guys are probably going to die, but I mean, sure, they've got a 98% chance of dying, but they've got a 2% chance of winning eternal glory for the Emperor. So those are good odds in my mind. Mechas said, this is madness. This is madness! Indeed. Yeah, I'm liking it. I actually, yeah, even though I ended up playing this by myself last night, I actually really enjoyed it. It was pretty fun. Alright, let's do it. Let's get it on. Okay. So, our aspirants are up against the Ashtown Angels, the Toxic Sisterhoods, and the Forgeborn. So they're 3 different gangs of fully grown veteran gangers that are going to be like level 6 or above. They've all got extra hit points for deadly, plus they've all got enemy tenacity, gives another extra 100 hit points. They've all got 50% increased damage, and they've actually got weapons, not just fists like we've got. Their gang ratings are all 4,500. Our gang ratings 827. So that's about even. Seems fair. Let's get it on. So, well, I'll just choose one of these because this one seems fine. Okay, find the Toxic Sisterhood. An Escher gang. So this is a bit of bad luck. So I was hoping we are going to get a fight at the start where we fight against 2 enemy gangs. So in this fight we've only got 1 enemy gang, so that means they're not going to have any other enemies apart from us to kill. I thought about a drug-fueled Eversaw assassin trainee team. No, I haven't. But now that you mention it, it sounds good. I thought about this. I thought about the idea of 3-man teams a while ago. I think another one I would like to do is like a bounty hunter type one. So you have like a main guy who's like the bounty hunter, and then he has like 2 back to work. No worries, PvP. We're probably all going to die anyway, so I'll just tell you how it ends. PvP, they all die. But yeah. See you, Petey. Yeah, I have thought about doing another 3-man team. I was thinking about doing a God, like how do we increase our chances of not dying? God damn it. Yeah, this is a really bad mission. It's really bad. Jeez, I don't know what to do. Well, we need high ground, I guess, because... Alright, we'll put our guys in here. Alright, and our gangers, they aren't necessarily like friends or anything. Because they you know, they're from different gangs and stuff. They might have to work together a little bit, but yeah, essentially each one's out for himself to try to prove himself. So we kind of like place them in a different area there. You can only have 2 different starting locations, so we can't kind of scatter them all over the map. Well, I guess if we activate them at the end of the round, that means that there's less enemy fighters that can potentially kill them. So we might be, the best move might be just to skip the turn for this first couple of turns. Yeah, this is really bad. This is really bad. So the last time, the one I did before, they by myself, there was 2 enemy gangs. So one of the enemy gangs killed one of the other guys, and then one of my guys managed to get that guy's weapons and then use them to sort of attack another guy, and then they sort of attacked each other a fair bit, so they weren't just totally gunning for the aspirants. Whereas in this match, there's going to be no enemy gangs, so we're going to have to rely very heavily on these guys just, you know, the AI just being super stupid and just not attacking us, hopefully. Oh my god. I'm gonna die. Alright, we'll we'll activate this guy because he's the furthest away. Sword check. So these guys are level 1 as well. So when I've done previously, when I've done no weapons, unarmed kind of challenges, I've had rank 8 guys, but these guys are rank 1, so they don't have any skills or anything. We can see the Escher up there. That's a really good strategy. Carolyn just said head to the exits. They'll all go for the loot on turn 2 and attack them when they cannot attack back. Yeah, that is a really good idea, because they'll have the loot. They'll have the boxes in their hands, so they won't be able to do their maximum damage. We'll see if we can get a weapon or something. I don't think these ever have weapons, but they sometimes have drugs and stuff like that that could be useful. Sortek briefly considers hiding inside the box, but then he remembers that he has to prove himself to the recruitment sergeants. And he heads back into the battlefield. Alright. Is there any other crates that I could possibly find some useful materials? Oh yeah, there's a place just above him here. Can we get an angle to... Is there a crate here somewhere? Or am I wrong? Oh, there is. God damn it. Need a weapon. Sortek's like, damn it, I just need like a knife or something. Alright, he's just going to take cover. So we really need to, in order for any of our aspirants to survive, they really need to kill some enemies and get some of those crates. So if the enemy steals all the crates, which they're obviously going to try to do, then we won't get a victory, I don't think. So then the aspirants will have to be executed. And you know, and they need to try to kill these enemies as well, which means we can't just kind of completely hide from them. We're going to have to run up and try and hit them. Otherwise, the recruitment sergeant will not be impressed. Jesus, that's their leader. She's probably going to have. She's probably going to have fearsome. Where's another box? Okay, so there's an exit down there. Let's just. Okay, so Spider knows this area well. He thinks back through his memories and to figure out the lay of the land. So there's an exit over here, exit over here. Okay, so both of the exits over here. So if we go for Corellian's strategy, we'll kind of hang around this area, and then we can kind of ambush them. Yeah, I think it's a good idea. We'll kind of run down here and try and hang around near these boxes, perhaps. So we've still got quite a few rounds left, so we can do the whole caution is a better part of valor. Oh crap! Oh. And that's what enemy ferocity is all about. So 127 damage from a non-crit attack. Spider's struggling already. He's like, he thinks through his memory banks again, this time trying to figure out where the healing station is. Okay, there's one over there. Can he make it? Which level is it on? It's down one level. So we want to be on floor 5. Okay, I'm pretty sure you're going to use the health dispensers once per match. So, well, that was... Oh, that's interesting. So, he took 125 damage, I think, before. And then that said that it healed 75, but it actually healed like 110 or something. So, that's interesting. So, I thought that your toughness did not work on increasing health, because toughness is supposed to increase the amount of health that you get back. And I thought it didn't work because it always says 75 when you use a health dispenser, and it says 50 when you use Iron Will, which is the base. But it seems like it says that, but it actually heals you the increased amount. So that's interesting. We don't have any movement left, so all I can do is squat down, which will stop us getting pinned. Yeah, we're potentially going to get killed by this guy right now, but... Oh, no, it's alright, I think he went the wrong way. Oh no, that's the right way. We're just down here. Uh-oh, oh crap. Uh-oh, alright. Spiders, I think it's, oh, no. Oh, Spider's very lucky. Very lucky. Yeah, I don't think we should go for, trying to attack them right now. I think we should wait till they, start bugging out. The only thing I'm thinking, yeah, I don't know. I kind of feel like we need to gang up on them, a little bit to try and we need to try to kill one of these guys in melee, I think. Really, I sort of feel like we should hide behind something. Oh, crap, there's no one over there. That leader's pretty scary. I don't want to get near here. Alright, this guy's Jeremy's the cautious one of the group. He's just gonna chill back over here. Alright, so hopefully turn 2, luck's going to change. They're going to start grabbing boxes and stuff. And oh, if we could get a chem synth on us by accident, that would be good. So Zippo said he survived the mind scrub. Who survived the mind scrub? Me, or one of my gangers? So I feel like we should. I don't know. Yeah, I feel like we should wait. Maybe might be a bad idea, but. Hopefully they're going to go for the objectives. If they just run over and start just executing my dudes, that's going to be pretty bad. But yeah, oh, no, cool, she went for the thing. That's a good thing, yeah, if we stand near an objective, we're basically safe. Yeah, I'm sorry about yesterday, it was pretty bad. I was really looking forward to starting this campaign, and I thought you guys might think it was fun as well, and then I just totally slept through my alarm, and just, yeah, that's the first time it's happened actually. I've been tired, but I haven't actually slept through my alarm, but yeah, it's just because I normally sleep like 2 or 3 hours before the stream, then I do the stream, then I sleep like 2 or 3 hours after the stream before I start work. But that day I'd made this video that ended up taking like 4 or 5 hours to edit it, or maybe 3 or 4 hours to edit it, and then because I'm crap at editing, and yeah, so I didn't get any sleep before work, which I felt okay. But then the next night when I tried to wake up at 1 like I normally do, it just didn't happen. I guess I just turned off my alarm, and yeah. So yeah, so I woke up at 7 in the morning, like for me, which is like way after the stream normally ends, and like a couple of hours before I start work. And then I quickly tried to like get on and just do one mission so that at least you guys would have something to watch. And I didn't engage the stream properly, so I didn't actually record anything. So yeah, that was a total schmozzle. But it's alright, we're back. We've got 3 new aspirants. Oh yeah, and one of the aspirants actually survived the mission yesterday as well. So it was pretty cool. I don't think any of the aspirants are going to survive this one. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. There's always a chance. Alright. What do we got here? What do we got here? So this guy down here is trying to take the objectives. So we need to try and stop him. Because that's what we're here for. How come I can only jump over there? Why can't I jump in that direction? Alright, time to win. Time to win glory, Spider. This is what we're here for. If you can kill this enemy ganger, your place of honor will be assured. 5. Damn it, we're only gonna have three punching attacks is all we're gonna get. What the hell? Oh, here we go. Alright. 27% chance to hit, 28% graze chance. Oh my god. Yeah, this is really bad because the Esches, they don't have, they've got really good melee evasion. Fuck, this one, she's got chem synth on her, hasn't she? Yeah, chem synth. 15% extra melee evasion. Oh, she's put blind stake as well. She's in consumables. She's cheating. We could try and take on that brawler. Where's that brawler? I don't know. Oh, 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 oh no. Oof. Alright, that was pretty bad. That was pretty bad. Spider copped a big charge. I feel like Spider's chances of survival are just really low at this point. Alright, come on Spider. 23% graze, 100% hit. So this is a lot better chance of hitting at least. Alright, let's go. Show what's up. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh damn it, I was hoping we'd get a stun out of that. That was a lot of good hits. Alright, because we've got the debuff from the Escher. They do this debuff on your toxin specialist, plus 15% cost of all melee skills. So yeah, he's got this debuff on him, so he doesn't get his extra strike. Do we want to disengage? I kind of feel like we should disengage and like run away somewhere, but then if we leave it, I think that they'll. I think maybe they won't attack him back. They'll probably try and disengage. Maybe. Maybe not though. All right, hit and run. Hit and run. He's out of here. He's gonna go hide over here. Maybe over here. Over here. Yeah. Yeah. He's hiding. Maybe that guy will forget about him. But still, he's one honor. The recruitment sergeant's like, Spider took on a fully armed ganger with his bare fists. Impressive. Could be some potential there. Yeah, you can't see them, but there's little servo skulls whizzing around the place. Imperial Fist servo skulls, just kind of checking things out, taking statistics, recording everything. That guy's got the good crate. He's got 2 crates now. I don't know if we should go for... Can we get over there? I think we can really get anywhere nearby. It looks like there's a zip line over there, but it's sort of too far away to be super useful. There's a zip line here, but it's broken. We can jump here, that'll give us a little bit of extra movement. How's our movement looking? Where are we? We're trying to get to... okay, so we could potentially make it there. Okay, so Moiki is potentially a bit vulnerable. Another 10 AP to jump. It's pretty excessive. Alright, we've only got enough. Are we going to cover another charge or something? See if we go around this way. Avoid taking another charge. Alright, get her in the back, maybe it'll be more effective. Alright, show what's up. Yeah, nice, we got a stun on her. Okay, so that's good. That's going to cost her 20 AP. She's got 0 AP currently. So she's going to get 50 back, so it's going to mean she's going to have 30 left. Hey, Eric, how you going? Yeah, so, okay, so this is pretty good. She's going to be reduced action points. Possibly one of her friends is going to come and try and kill us to get us off her. Hopefully not. There's plenty of other objectives around. Hopefully they'll get distracted by other objectives. So yeah, so we got a bit unlucky with our first match. We only had a single gang. I was hoping that there was going to be two gangs and they were going to kill each other. Make it a bit easier for us to loot some weapons. So yeah, unfortunately there's only one gang. There's no one else for them to kill except us. I mean, yeah, aspirants are, you know, the other gangs, the gangs trying to steal all these objectives. So if they take all the objectives and there's nothing left for our guys to get, then we won't be able to succeed in the mission. So we have to try to defeat some of them and try and get some of these objective crates. No, not yet. No, I didn't join it yet. Sorry, Eric. Have you joined it? Do you know what the go is with it? How do we get over there? There's a barricade there. I'm guessing that's going to stop us getting in there. I don't know, we should be able to kind of meander our way through. Oh yeah, that's fine. So if we just, as long as we can get inside this barricade, we should be fine. I wonder if that crate on the roof. Yeah, I saw there was a zip line over there, but I don't think we. I mean, yeah, no, I think it would have, because it would have cost 10 AP to use the zip line. It would just be the same. We've got plenty of movement. It's just the AP that we need. All right, come on, we got this. Nah, there's no way we're gonna do 112 damage. I mean, we've got 100% damage. Literally 60% dead eyes. Nice. I'm not sure if I want to join it. What are the rules? No, it doesn't matter. I'll check it out. The main reason why, like, I do want to join the league, but the main thing is I just don't have time. I don't think I'll have time to do it. So I didn't want to. Oh, that was pretty good, wasn't it? 56 HP. God, we're so close. I'm not going to do it with this one hit, obviously, but we could potentially, if we can activate first with one of our other guys, we can potentially take this guy out. If we can get that axe, it'll be all on. It'll be all on. Three dead eyes, 2 sabs. Yeah, I reckon that's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Although, I don't know, that's kind of where I was going with my current team, because having the extra sabs is really good for PvP. But then, I don't know. I'm kind of thinking Deadeyes really are the thing with Orlocks. Like, you really just want to have all Deadeyes, if possible, but you need at least one sab, obviously. Yeah, I don't know. It's hard. I like the 2 sabs because I found it hard to get. Like, if you're doing the same. If you're doing the same thing with the 75% hit resistance and stuff, and the iron grip, like, yeah, you really need to make sure that you get Chemsynth on everyone. And with 2, it's a lot easier to get the Chemsynth on. 2 sabs, it's easier to get the Chemsynth on everyone. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, that's why I took 2 sabs as well. But yeah, and also because you can't fit all the sab abilities onto one sab, so it's kind of good having one. Did you take homemade nades on one of them to get rid of barricades and stuff? Or don't worry about it. Alright. Let's do this. Oh, so lucky. Beat their initiative. Oh, when's the does that debuff last for the rest of the match? Toxin Specialist, plus 15% cost of all melee skills. Is that just it now? For the rest of the match I've got that on me. That sucks. The rules are basically make a team, play one AI match and loot only 50 credits worth of stuff from that match. Then each week you play one PvP match and one AI match. Seems like pretty. So, what? And so you're only allowed to loot one pistol per week. Is that how it works? Oh, it's only one round for the debuff. Okay, so that's annoying though, because I took the ambush, so I basically got 2 rounds of it. I had it on the previous round after I ate the ambush, and now I've got it again. Anyway, we should be able to get our first kill here, hopefully, for Spider. Oh yeah, and to Spider goes the glory and the loot. Spider wants a couple of these bad boys. What's this gonna do for us? Sure. Oh, actually, have we got enough AP to do 17 AP, 17 AP? Yeah, we've got enough AP to do one more attack. Yeah, well, we didn't have much choice because that's all we got. Now, where's the? God damn it. So I'm pretty sure this guy over here's got like heaps of melee resistance. Alright, there we go. So yeah, melee evasion 85%. Yeah, so we just can't do anything against her in melee. No point even worrying about it. Alright, go. Oh, God damn it. See, now I've got weapons, bro. It's fucking all on now. Cool. This guy's got no melee resistance or anything. Maybe I'll pop an ambush. And that way, as soon as they move, we'll get them. Is it going to be better than going this time? I kind of think it will be. Somehow. Alright, let's do that. Oh yeah, he's so tough now. He's like doing triple damage now with 2 axes. Look at this badass. He's got a lot more confidence now. Look at his posture. It's very confident. Actually, we get a proper kneel. He's facing the wrong direction, but that's fine. That's how he gets his game face on. I don't know if I could have blocked him in, maybe. I'm trying to copy any ambushes from anyone. No, 6%. Yeah, I like that. Oh yeah, we suddenly got a lot more effective, guys. Check out this las pistol. We're doing highness damage. Yeah, we don't have enough AP to block him off. Oh, actually, I wonder if I go over here, it might move me in front of him. Let's see if we can get a bit of teleportation hacks. No, wrong way. Doesn't matter. Yeah, I could have blocked him in. 3 characters is enough to block someone in, no matter where they are. So yeah, that was probably what I should have done. Oh, that's right. You can't ambush with no weapons. Yeah. Yeah, I've forgotten about that. Yeah, I figured that out when I was doing my melee gangs. What's this again? Stress resistant melee precision. Yeah, no, I figured. Don't have the action points to do it. Oh yeah, I think I got this one. Maybe. Come on. Ooh, so close. Nice. Alright, this is turning out alright. We're winning glory. Winning glory for our house. Alright, we don't have any turns now for a bit. Yeah, we really want that crate. That one's the big honor crate. This is actually working out better than the first time. The first match I played, two of my guys died. And I thought that I was doing well. I think it's just maybe because of this map, because of the way where the objectives are and stuff. We might actually have time for a second match. I thought we'd just do one match probably, but... Yeah, it's like me. Just always chooses the wrong level. I still just really wonder what the AI is thinking sometimes, hey. They're like, they run over here, they do this. Ooh, what's he doing now? I've got no idea. It's a mystery. Alright, so we've got another... this D.I.E here's the one that's got the... Pretty sure she's the one that's got the melee resistance. Oh no, we're not going to stop her. %. Ranged evasion 30%. Melee evasion 45%. Oh, it's not that bad. %75% is pretty good. I don't know if we're going to drop her though. She's going to have her movement still. God damn it. This is not working out very well. God damn it. We're going to maybe... I don't know if this is gonna... At least this will make her use her AP to disengage and her movement points to disengage, so that might make it easy to catch up with her. Oh yeah, stun, nice. Another 20... Does it cost 20 action points to get rid of a stun? Does it cost 20 movement points to get rid of a stun as well, or is it just action points? Does anyone know? Oh, she's down to 30 movement points. So I think it did. I think it did charge her another. I'm not sure. Oh yeah, the ambush. Glorious. She has to pay another 15 to disengage again. She couldn't afford the movement to disengage. Yes! Victory. Nice, and now we don't have the debuff anymore. Oh yeah, she's got really high melee evasion, and that's the only bad thing. Cost AP and MP. Yeah, I suspected it did, but I wasn't sure. Hit precision. She got hit resistance 25. She hasn't got that much. She's only got a little bit of hit resistance and a bit of melee evasion. So we should be able to attack her. Damn it. Yeah, we're struggling. Oh wait, now I'm getting conflicting things. So Mark said it's just AP to remove stun, but you can also get perks to reduce it. Yeah, I know about the perks to reduce it. But all the perks just say to reduce AP. I wasn't sure if it cost AP and movement to reduce the stun or not. I thought that Corellin was saying that it costs both. Oh yeah, victory. Alright, so Corellin has got, Spider has also gotten a kill now. So he's, he's been looked upon favorably by the recruitment sergeants. Get another ambush going. Alright, we've killed three of them now. There's still 2 left. I think, this one's right near the exit. Don't feel like we're going to make it to where they are. Well, sitting here, I'm sure it won't let me. Oh, okay, yeah, that's what I wasn't sure about. I kind of thought it made sense that it would cost both, but I haven't noticed whether it does or not, yeah. I know disengage costs both. Actually, we probably could have looked at them. It's probably a debuff. It'd probably be saying the debuff, wouldn't it? Oh, no. So yeah, maybe it's not that it costs more. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, we're not going to be able to do enough damage to stop him. I need to get into melee with them and get a stun happening, maybe. Don't have enough action points though. I don't know if I go over there, is that gonna help us? I'll try. There's so many action points to move. Oh yeah, this could work. Actually, we might be able to... I don't know if we can jam them in there or not. Alright, well that's going to make him cost at least 15 to disengage. I don't think that's going to be enough though. I don't think it's going to get him stuck in there either. It's just going to disengage and run away. Oh, really? Okay. Well, it looks like they can't figure out how to get there with him either. So that's alright. Alright. This guy. If this guy can make it over there, he can do some damage, I think. So yeah, if we go to the top level, then we should be right. I want to try to take out the other one first because the other one's right near the exit. I'm totally lost where I'm going now. Right, so the opposite direction from the leader. I'm going to go this way and go down that. Yeah, we're using all our movement, unfortunately, but can't be helped. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm wondering if I'm going to get sick, actually. I've been feeling a bit that way. Oh man, we can't leap far enough. I don't want to spend... Oh man, this is things on both sides. Alright, well I guess we're just going to have to waste 5 AP jumping. I wish you could like go into combat and set an ambush as well. Actually, maybe you can. If I set an ambush and then I attack, does the ambush get stripped or does it stay on? Does anyone know? Because it'd be really cool if you could set an ambush and then go in and like melee somebody, so then they have to disengage to get away and waste 15 AP and 15 movement, and then they move and then you charge them again automatically because you've got ambush on. And then they potentially get stunned, which costs them 20 AP, and then they have to cost another 15 AP and movement point to disengage again. Like, that'd be pretty sweet. But I think potentially we could kill this guy as well. It does stay. Cool. Alright, I'm liking this. We'll just do a one-handed ambush. I don't think they... Oh, actually, I think we're going to block him in anyway, so I don't think he's going to get a chance to do anything anyway. But just in case we can't make... the guy can't make it here in time. Oof, that was nice. It was a veritable... smashing. A nice hit. Alright, the leader... So the leader can't make it to the exit. I don't know about that. I reckon she's going to figure it out. No, I think you're right. She can't figure it out. Jesus, you are right. Oh no, she's figured it out. Yeah, I just because the leader's probably got fearsome reputation on, so it's probably going to be a lot more action points to kill the leader. So I just didn't want to. So yeah, I just didn't want to waste the action points. When we can potentially kill this guy cheaper and then still come back and get the leader possibly as well. We actually don't need to actually, I mean, I'd like to engage. Actually, no, we don't need to engage. We can just, because the other one's engaged. Yeah, we can just use all our action points to shoot, that's fine. We'll try and block her in physically, so there's not enough space for her to get out. But we don't need to actually engage, because we've already got engaged on the other one. Yeah, alright, so we'll body block this guy in. I think he's body block, he might not be blocked on the other side. I probably should have. Yeah. That's alright, fine. Let's see what happens. Okay, so he's going to disengage. Oh, he didn't do anything. Good, that's ideal. That's what we're hoping. That's really cool about that ambush thing. I didn't realize that. I'd wondered about it before, but I just never tested it, and I'd sort of forgotten about it. But yeah, that's really cool though. If you can confirm that, that's sweet. Oh no, I don't want them. I don't want him to. I don't want him to necessarily trigger the ambush, because if he triggers the ambush, he's still going to have enough action points to run away. Potentially, but shit, another thing, we're gonna have enough action points to get back here to get all these tablets and things. Yeah, well, we'll risk it. We'll just risk it later. I'll try to figure it out. Alright, I mean, we have to try to kill every enemy, like, because that's the rules. I mean, I don't think we've got much chance of killing this guy before he gets away, but... Okay, what do we got? Fearsome reputation, yes. It's going to cost too much in AP to try and kill them. Oh, plus 20 AP cost to disengage. That's interesting. Maybe it's worth trying to... What's his melee evasion? 13, hit resistance 5. Yeah, actually, let's try and get a stun on him. Oh, we can't. Can't reach. That's okay. We'll just shoot him this time. If he doesn't leave the game, you can try it. Oh, he'll guess. You can actually, you know, ambush. Okay, nice. Yeah, we'll get an ambush on this guy. And then it's going to cost him 35 AP to disengage. If we get a stun as well, that'd be glorious. It might be a bit hard to get, but 92, 5% graze, 97, no armor. Yeah, that's good. Alright, some solid damage there. Good. Okay, so I think this guy's... We can potentially kill this guy anyway, so we should probably just get that done. Probably should have gone one hand. Oh, nice. Okay. Wait, is this going at it? No, there's no point. How do we get up there and kill that leader? I'm like the enemy leader. I can't figure out how to get there either. But if I look here, so there's this elevator there, which we can't get to from where we are. There's this elevator here, which we can't get to from where we are. Okay. So we could go across this path, run down here, get to this elevator. Oh yeah, we could do that. Okay. That's pretty crap though. Maybe we should bring these boxes with us. Or at least bring this one. Yeah, I know we want to go to the elevator, but I think we want to go here and then go over to this elevator. Where are we? Lost. God damn it. I'm terrible at this. Right, go in that direction. We're not going to have the movement rate, are we? No. Another ambush. Hopefully she cops on ambush, then like runs through that, and then cops another ambush. That would be ideal. I wonder if she'll try and take my objective off me because mine's worth more than hers. Probably not. Should I try to go for the stun or no? We've already got two ambushes up there already, so we'll go for this guy. I'll try and get him in there as well. Get him. Brute cleaver. What's choke cast? No, it's not going to help us. We'll get him a brute cleaver. And then here we go. We got one round after this, so 162 HP. Yeah, we got this. We got maybe not. We've got to attempt to kill all the enemies so we can win honor, and get the attention of the yeah, damn it. She got away. Oh no, what? She's spazzing out. She's missed the thing. She's going nowhere. Alright, we've still got this. Where is she? God damn it. I feel like I should be able to leap over that edge. It sucks. Ambush in front of the exit, but she was right next to the exit. She just spazzed out and missed it. I reckon we can kill her. I hope. So we got 50% graze chance, 68 HP. Yeah, I was finding that extract rule as well. Yeah, fully. It's because they're trying to win a place in the aspirants as well. They don't realise that the Imperial Fists don't accept female applicants. Yeah, well, obviously that's the only reason that I've got any chance of success. She's up to 70% graze now. It's pretty bad. Ugh. We could potentially still kill her, like, eventually. Alright, this is round 7. So this guy, I want to kill her though. Alright, come on, we got this. We got this. We just got to get a stun. Oh, I should have activated the guy with the Spudjack again. Damn it. What do we got? What do we got? Oh no, we need to shoot her because we won't have enough AP otherwise. Damn it, we don't have any freaking... Has this guy got a pistol? Does anyone remember if that guy had a pistol? I'm pretty sure he didn't have a pistol. I think he had just a flamethrower or whatever. Alright, screw it. Yeah. Alright. Decisive victory. Glory. Alright, that means I guess nobody gets executed today since they got a decisive victory. That's pretty solid. Yeah, I forgot about the instant ending. If you're on round 7, it instantly ends the game. You don't get the free looting round. Yeah, so that was a bit of a miscalculation on my behalf, but it still officially gave them the victory. So I'm going to say that that's mission successful. 4 enemies put out of action. Holy Jesus, Spider's looking really good for his recruitment into the. Yeah, no, so how I don't think it's a bug, Krill, and I think how it works is if there's remaining rounds, so just say it was round 3 or something and there was like 4 rounds left, it would instantly, it always instantly ends the current round that you're on when you down the last enemy fighter. So if you're on round 3, it's the first activation of round 3 and you kill the last enemy fighter, then round 3 just instantly ends. But then if there's still remaining rounds after that, then you get a loot round, an extra round. But if you're on round 7, then round 7 instantly ends. And then there's no what do you call it, loot round. They have to succeed in the mission to advance. But I was saying how like maybe it's like too easy to succeed or whatever. But like, you know, I feel like they did pretty well. I mean, I don't know. What do you think? I think technically it was only Spider that picked up one of the crates, but I feel like, you know, the game gave us a decisive victory. We like killed, like, I think we killed everyone in the whole gang, didn't we? Yeah, we killed all 5 of the enemy gangers with no weapons. and we got a decisive victory. I don't know. What do you guys reckon? Should we execute them all and start again? Do you feel like they've earned their place? Or you know, so they said this guy got 1 kill, the brawler got 4 kills, and the other guy got 0 kills. So Corellan thinks we should execute them all. Just, I don't know, if anyone has an opinion, just say, you know, whether they should be executed or they should advance or survive or whatever. Wait, you can't say no, you gotta say like execute or advance. I'm guessing you're saying no to don't execute them. Okay, none of that stuff really applies to us. Alright, Threadbare Robe says they should live. Since advance. Alright, cool. We got two yays. Alright. So the council of the Imperial Fists recruitment sergeants has advised that they should all get to live again. So yeah, I feel like if they get some kills, you know, they show some martial prowess, they achieved the objective, you know, they got awarded a decisive victory. You know, they got at least one crate between them, you know, so that's pretty good. I feel like that was pretty good. If it was like, you know, if they'd gotten like, if the game had said that they didn't get a victory, then for sure then that would definitely be grounds for possible execution. If they got like no kills, you know, and they like hadn't got any crates and stuff, like, you know, maybe it'd be like, yeah, maybe you guys need to die. Alright, so now we get to give them some experience. So they should get a lot more effective now, you would think. 188 XP, so we got quite a lot of XP. So this guy can pretty much spend all of his stuff on skills. What's going to give him the most chance of survival? I mean, composure could be pretty good. Spider's a natural leader. What else? Oh, I guess Vanguard. Vanguard's going to be good straight away. Give him more HP. Killing spree. This guy killed 4 guys this round, so it might be good to give him some more damage. Melee prowess. So he's not going to have any weapons most of the time, so that's not going to potentially be that great, that useful. That's pretty good for survival. I think Fury's a pretty good all-round skill. Just gives him like bypass evade. No, they don't get to keep the looted weapons. Don't be ridiculous, David. That wouldn't be much of a challenge, would it? They have to demonstrate their abilities to survive in hostile environments, to like use the whatever's available in the mission to achieve the objective, regardless of, you know, how difficult it is. So they get to find new weapons each time. That's what makes it exciting. So yeah, I don't know. What did you guys think of that? Was that fun? I don't know. I feel like it's more fun than just doing a normal mission, you know, because you have to kind of, I don't know, especially the first round where we had no weapons, and when a guy got like hit for 120 damage on the first Overwatch. Yeah, like you know, the idea of this is not to be like a, you know. It's not to be like, it's not really like, I mean, it is more difficult obviously than a normal game, but it's not, the point of it isn't really to be like a challenge that it's like hard to win and stuff. It's more just to be fun and engaging more, I guess, like more exciting in a way or something. Kind of play a bit of like, you know, stealth, Solid Snake sort of gameplay. Yeah, I thought it'd be fun anyway. I mean, I don't have to do it like every night. I just thought it'd be fun to play occasionally. Maybe I'll do a couple of these and then we'll do something else and come back to it later on, see how our aspirants are going. Alright, so I think we need to get Vanguard. on everybody as soon as possible. We're out of XP. Oh, we don't have enough toughness. So we've got 53 XP. That's enough to get 2 more skills. So I probably don't really want to take... Oh, chain hit. Oh, chain hit would be good, wouldn't it? Iron will. Oh, iron will would be really good. And exertion, maybe. What does composure level 1 do? Oh, it's just... Oh, wow. So you only need level 1 composure. Alright, well, we might take exertion this time. And then we'll take we'll take composure next round if we can. We still got 23 XP. We'll take composure as well then. So this guy's now going to be able to pop exertion every turn to get another 15 AP. So he's going to be pretty powerful. Okay, so what's this guy? This is it was 112 XP. So we can't choose any skills until we level up. So we need to put... Oh, this guy's got the bug. So there's a bug that you get where the characters don't have their... Oh, this guy's got it as well. This guy's got it too. So there's a bug where your characters don't get the extra stat points from their careers and their house bonuses. So if we go to make a new character right now, see like 14 strength, 19 toughness, etc. All these maximums. So these guys have only got 10. Like 10s across. Well, he's got 12 because he's a leader. You get +2, I believe. And this guy's got, yeah, so he's only got 10 across the board. So yeah, it's a good, nice idea. The league is similar to this in a way because you start off starving, and in fact the climb is going to be even slower. Could be a good content. Wink, wink. You could actually enter the aspirants into the league. Yeah, actually that could be pretty cool. So you do PvP with them as well. Yeah, that's pretty cool. But the thing is that I can only do like an mission when I don't know, maybe. Yeah, it could be cool. Anyway, so what I was just getting at was that these guys have all got mutations, I think. Unless, did they have these stats when we first created them and then it like bugged out and reverted them? Or did they always have these no bonuses when we created them? I didn't notice. I assume so. So he's got 4. What's this guy got? So he's got 1s on everything. This guy's got 1s on everything. This guy's got 4s on everything. Okay, I haven't noticed this before. Like, I don't have this on any of my other gangs. Well, we'll just check out on other gangs for a second. So what was the last gang I was playing? It was Men of Iron. Yeah, he's got normal stats. He's played it. This guy's played in at least one mission since the patch. Get normal stats. Get normal stats. I think I did have one or two, but I deleted them. Yeah. Is it like only the first mission that it happens on? Like if I get new guys now and like carry on, will it be fine or? I'll just check back on this. Check back on the stream and see if they had the stats at the start or not. How do I do that? Actually, I don't know if you can do that. Can you? Can you go back and look at the earlier part of the stream? Just check back on this. Yeah, that's me. Oh yeah, you can. Okay. Good. Oh no, yeah. So they had this. They did have the stats before. When I hired them, they were fine. That's really weird. That it's every mission because, like, my other gangs aren't. It's not happening to every ganger, as you can see, because I just showed you. You know, these dudes, it hasn't happened to them. So what's different about it? Is it, what I was thinking is maybe it's because, maybe it doesn't happen if they're higher level. Like, have you had it happen where you've had like a higher level ganger, like a level 5 ganger or something that it's happened to? Alright, I'll create a new ganger. But like when you first create them, they're normal. It's just after the mission that they get messed up, yeah. Well, I was thinking what we could do is just try to like... Yeah, I haven't had this one like this before. I've had it where I create a new ganger and then the new ganger is messed up. But yeah, so she's got all of her stats. Got all of her stats. Got all of her stats. All of her stats. Yeah, no, I don't know. I've had ones before where they start when you first hire them, they didn't have any stats, and yeah, you just have to like remember to, you know, check it before you go into a mission. But I haven't had that one where they just lose all their stats after the fact. That's weird. Yeah, she's still got everything. Oh, okay, weird. Okay, so there's no point, basically, there's no point leveling them up, or what? What about, maybe it's like new gangs. Maybe if you get like an old gang that was created before, hey, Aaron, don't worry, bro, I got you, I didn't forget. I've even had a gangers level up to 6 or higher and lose their upgrade points after the next mission. Okay, so it definitely doesn't matter if they level up. Is it sort of rare? Because maybe it's happened occasionally and I haven't noticed it. Yeah, no worries, Aaron. Yeah, Swordtech is a good name. If you had have called them something like lame that wasn't 40k sounding, then I wouldn't have been into it. But yeah, no, Swordtech's a good name. What was I going to say? Yeah, maybe if it's potentially, I don't know. Well, like I was just sort of hoping that, yeah, maybe if we use like a Angry Bane was saying, I was waiting for the patch, but by the sounds of it, I don't want it. Well, hopefully, I was wondering if hopefully they might change the patch, because they've had a bit of time since the patch was released for PC to figure out all these problems. So I wonder if that's why they haven't released the patch for the console yet, because they're trying to like cram in some more fixes. Yeah, there's always a lot of complaints on the Steam forum, but I mean, yeah, it seems like it's kind of warranted. When I first started playing the patch, it was like had no problems. I thought it was really good, and then just as time's gone on, I've been like having encountering more and more issues. So yeah, it's a bit sucky. They have acknowledged the issue and are working on fixing it. Yeah, So I wonder if they'll. They haven't. I don't think, as far as I know, they haven't even announced when they're going to release it on console. So not only have they not released it on console, but they haven't even told us when they're going to do it on console either. I'll just check the Focus Interactive forums in case there's any new posts on there. So that kind of, it makes me think that perhaps it's going to be delayed. Where do they normally put the posts about stuff on their forum? General discussions? No, probably there's a special welcome area, technical story. There isn't. It's still just made the October major update post. I don't know if they've done any extra. Because they've put any other comments on there or anything. Let's double check. Blah blah. So the 8th, some random person said the 8th possibly. Chaton said they recommend you keep your corrupted data. They didn't say we aim to release the patch on consoles this week, so that sounds like it's not 100%. That was yesterday. Yeah, so yesterday instead, like when they first released the patch, they said this week it's coming out on consoles. Then yesterday they said they're aiming to release the patch on consoles this week. Sorry, just people reading people bagging Focus on their forums. Sorry, I shouldn't laugh, but no idea when the patch is coming basically. But the fact that they said I'm getting lost. Krillin said they've acknowledged issue. Yeah, Krillin said I got this bug as soon as I started the game after the patch. Zippo said tomorrow. Tomorrow? Where does it say tomorrow, Zippo? Angry said I said next week, last week. Krillin said support forum. Hopefully they fix the bugs for us. Support forum on Focus forums or support forum on Steam? I wouldn't have thought it'd be on Steam because the console's obviously not through Steam. Technical feedback, is that what you mean? I'll check the Steam forums. Is there a support forum? I can't find any forums called support, only technical feedback. Is that what you mean? Hopefully they fix this bug before releasing on consoles. Yeah, well, that's what I was sort of thinking, like, because they said the comment yesterday was hopefully they're going to release it this week. So that kind of makes me think that maybe there's been a setback, which is good news, because if you get the patch on the consoles and it still doesn't work, that's going to be like, yeah. I feel like they need to Yeah, I don't know. I feel like, obviously there's a lot of ill will around the place about it, and even more than the ill will, there's a lot of just people being really saying angry stuff all over the forums and basically just shit canning them in terms of public relations, which has got to hurt stuff. They mess up my new gang with this unspent point glitch and I will go mental. Yeah, I agree, Bane. Maybe just don't play with that gang because I don't want you to go mental. Maybe just keep them in reserves, like that the one that you spent 1,000 hours on making like elite pro level brawlers on. Just don't risk that one ever. And make sure. Oh, you can't save your. Yeah, you can't back up your saves on console, can you? Or can you? I don't know. Is there some way of getting into it and copying the folders with the save games on console? I'm not sure if you can do that. On PC, you can. Yeah. So Zippo said, generally for small companies, doing an update takes 7 days from PC release for console to get it, so they don't have to pay a rush fee to Sony Microsoft for the verification. Yeah, I've heard somebody else say something about that as well. Yeah. But the thing is that he said yesterday, they said hopefully they'll get it out this week. So if it was just waiting the standard amount of time, then they wouldn't have said hopefully, I assume. They would have just said it's scheduled to be on Wednesday or whatever, whatever the day is. The fact that they've said they're hoping to get it out this week means to me that they haven't got it finished yet. They're still working on it. 10,000 brawlers. 10,000 brawlers, Angry. Fuck. Jesus Christ. What's your strat? Like, how do you, what's your strat for getting your brawlers, like, maxed out? Do you, like, I mean, when you make them, like, do you have a certain way that you, like, allocate their points and stuff to, like, get their traits unlocked as fast as possible? Like, basically, I think I figure out the traits that I want. I think I give them, like, 12 strength, 12 melee prowess, 12 alertness, 12 willpower, 12 toughness, and then I give them, I think I max out their melee prowess and their something else, and then I think that nearly gives them enough points to get up to level 8, but not quite. And then I spend, yeah, I get all of their basic, I put a bunch of skills on, but yeah. Anyway, well, I don't know. I feel like that's kind of killed my enthusiasm a little bit for, what have I done there? I just pressed the round button. Yeah, see, I don't know. I mean, according to our rules, since they've gotten this imperfection, then they should be terminated because they're no longer Astartes potentiates. Yeah, I think that's the quickest way. So yeah, as soon as you make a character, you just do this kind of stuff, give them all their max stats that you want them to have, and then you just, and then that will unlock up to a certain level, and you get to see what traits they got. So this guy's not high enough to get traits, but yeah, you get the picture. Anyway, so unfortunately, this fighter needs to be executed because he's gotten a mutation. And Sortek the Red Fist, unfortunately, developed some sort of physical defect here, so he's got to be deleted as well. And Spider, even though you killed 4 dudes in single combat, you also have developed the same physical defect, and so you need to be deleted. So yeah, that's the way it goes in Warhammer. You can overcome all the odds. You can destroy all of your enemies. Even though you had no chance of survival, but just through sheer heroism, will to survive, bloody-mindedness, somehow you succeed by the skin of your teeth, drilled full of bullet holes. You get there, victory, and then you know, the universe says, no, you're corrupted by the taint, and you get executed, bolt shell through the head. Or probably they didn't even waste a bolt shell. They probably have like a special, like one of those guns that they used to kill cows in abattoirs that they put them down with. Yeah. So, unfortunately, none of our aspirants survived. We might have to try again. What I was thinking though, even though it is, or like we're already breaking our rules like immediately, what I was thinking though is I could try hiring them all at level 1. No, it's not going to make any difference because we've already proven that doesn't work. Yeah, that's this is saying the bolt gun. You're saying the thing they used to kill cows is called a bolt gun. Yeah, I thought that was kind of ironic. That's why I was avoiding saying it. The thing that they used to kill cows is actually called a bolt gun, but it's slightly different from the bolters that the Space Marines use, obviously. I don't know what to do. The only thing I was thinking we could do is like I could maybe get one of my old gangs that potentially doesn't have the bug. Maybe, I don't know if they yeah, that's weird. You know, potentially maybe if I get one of my old gangs they don't get the bug, but the thing is they're like halfway through an operation and they don't have the infamy, they don't have the right infamy things. What happens if I can out of this infamy? If I exit out of this match, like if I what do you call it? How do I do it? If I abandon the sector, clan and abandoning sector will not refund any infamy points. There will be a return. Okay, yeah. See, we won't get any. I will not refund any infamy points, but because we've got so many infamy points that are unspent, we'll still be able to. Yeah, we've still got 80 unspent infamy points, so I'll still be able to put all the things on. So yeah, so what I could do is how many? So I could get. So what have these guys got? Oh yeah, so he's got the bug as well. I didn't realize. Bad luck, Miguel. He's got the bug as well. He's got the bug as well. Yep. Yep. Crap. Yeah, Mark, you don't get it back until you got another operation, but the thing is I never spent it all. I only spent like 20 points, so I've still got 80 left. So even though I don't get these 20 back, I'll still have the 80 to spend, pretty sure. But it looks like that gang is getting the bug as well. It has been the whole time, I just didn't realize it for some reason. Maybe it only happens on Goliath gangs, maybe. Could that be a thing? Because yeah, I haven't had it happen on the Men of Iron, as far as I can tell. Let's load up our Catachans. It said as soon as they can, they'll release a hotfix to address the issue. So that's good. David Mann says, shame about losing them to a bug. Good luck and catch you again soon. Yeah, no worries, David. Thanks for watching. Sorry, our aspirants didn't get to go on to the next round. All of my gangs have an Escher, Orlok, and Goliath. Yeah, I mean, not sure if that one's got it or not. Can't really tell. No, she doesn't have it because she's got 14. Pretty sure she wouldn't have had 14 agility if she had it. Yeah, so they don't seem to be getting it. I wonder if it's something like maybe it's triggered by some sort of behavior, you know, like, and there's something about the way I play these games that means that they're less likely to run into it or something. Oh yeah, totally on an unrelated note, but I was thinking about doing a video of I was gonna do, I don't know if you guys have all probably watched it, might have watched it already, but I did this really long video about how I wanted Rogue Factor to announce their DLC plans, and they. Unless you have spent all of your upgrade points on all of your gangers, they have the bug. So, what are you saying? So how could I... So is there some way that I could...
The hive cities of Necromunda.
What did I just click on? So, Corella, so are you saying like that there's some way of avoiding it, reliably or avoiding it? Okay, so if I had a rank 5 guy or rank 6 guy or whatever it is where you first get your max stat points, but I don't understand how, you know what I mean, like those gangs I showed you, the Catachans and the Catachans and the Men of Iron, like there has been some characters that have had that bug, I think, but there's, you know, the whole gang basically hasn't got it, like on both of the gangs, you know. So how'd that happen, you know? Actually, unless maybe they haven't, maybe I'd replace the whole gang or something. Let me just check this. Can you check their stats or something? I don't know if I don't think they have individual stats, do they? Maybe they do. It'd be pretty cool if they did. No, there's no like stats page or anything for this guy, is there? Yeah, it'd be cool if it kept a list of like how many kills he'd achieved and stuff like that. I'm trying to think if I played him in a match. I think I have. I think I played him in a couple of matches because I was annoyed because they didn't get any gear. Bottom left of the screen? What? Oh, you mean the max stat? Yeah. Yeah, you know, he has had max stat points, like I've spent them on stuff. Oh, what? Bottom left on the stats screen? This? Oh, you mean the unspent points? Yeah. Yeah, no, if he had the bug, like, I wouldn't have had enough points to increase all these maximums like this. So he's still got his career and his house max bonuses. Yeah, I thought the bug was that you just lose your max stat upgrade points. I didn't think you lost everything off here. Yeah, that's really bad. Yeah, if you don't spend all these before the next mission, you lose them. Yeah, I'd heard of that. But the bug we're encountering now is that you lose all of your career and house. Yeah, but that's like minor compared to this one. This is like having, you know, out of 10, out of 10, out of 10 for everything, which is like screwed, you know. Yeah, I think there's two different bugs. I think maybe there's one where if you don't spend these points, you lose them, these max stat upgrade points. But the bug we're talking about now is that you create a character and they have this 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. You know, they've not got their career and house bonuses to their max stats that they start off with. So I think it's like there's two different bugs. As well as my traits suddenly disappearing. Oh, I haven't had that one. So you're saying these virtues, vices, and talents disappearing? That's pretty crazy. She's pretty cool. But she's useless. All of Rollets are totally useless, but she looks cool, I think. Sometimes I equip stuff and move them to the active crew. It will come back briefly, but it's not stable. What? Yeah, that's the thing. Like, see, the thing is with alertness, you should already have a maximum of higher than 12. You know, it doesn't matter what career you get, you should always have higher than 12. Just so so if you've had to spend points to get it above 10, that means that you've got the bug where you've got 10s across the board. Yeah, sorry, just to take a break from the whole bug thing, I just wanted to play you guys this brief video. Or maybe I shouldn't bother. It doesn't matter. I might just cut it. I might cut the clip out and just upload it after this. Yeah, that's even worse to lose your traits. The sheet is just messed up. Yeah, okay. So you're saying like, so this guy's got 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, right? So if I like give her some gear and whatever, and then like move her back to the active crew. Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't. I mean, obviously, I guess from what you're saying, you probably have to. It's probably a random chance, so you got to like do it a few times maybe before it starts working. Yeah, as Hester said, I haven't got the stage again consistently. I mean, consistently behave the same way consistently. Yeah, actually, Another interesting thing was during the stream. I don't know if you guys noticed. Remember, I used the healing station on one of the guys, and I was talking about how I thought that the toughness bonus for healing doesn't work, but I noticed that, you know, I did, even though it said 75 health, I actually gained about 100 and something health. So if I had have only had one toughness, that would have only increased the healing by 0.5%, by 5%, sorry, and it seemed to increase it by more than that. So yeah, that sort of supports what Tyson's saying, that maybe even though the stats sheet says I didn't have the stats, maybe in the game I actually did have the stats, but it's still messed up. Yeah. Yeah, I haven't got it to behave the same way. I have a lot of patience for this game, but it's kind of waning at the moment until a hotfix patch. Too much else going on. Yeah, I've got to admit that's kind of killed my motivation to play tonight. Yeah, it's just because it's a what do you call it? A persistent, you know, it's a persistent leveling type game. So you kind of need you guys to keep their persistent leveling stuff. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I've been wanting to play some Warhammer Total War, but I'm trying to hold out until the Wood Elves DLC comes out. Pretty sure it's going to be announced soon, but probably not for another couple of weeks. Also thinking about doing another Mordheim stream, because when I did a few Mordheim streams before this game got released, and a couple of people were like wanting me to keep doing them, so that could be another thing to try out. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll do something different tomorrow night just to mix it up a bit. Also, Battle Brothers. I don't know if any of you guys have played Battle Brothers. Maybe I should do it, but I really like Battle Brothers. It's a cool game. I don't know if you guys would find it entertaining to watch, but yeah, I could also do a Battle Brothers stream tomorrow, because I imagine probably a lot of you guys haven't played Battle Brothers, so it could be cool to just check it out if anyone's interested. We could do another aspirants, I guess, but it's a bit like, yeah, it's a bit like if they all get killed, if they survive and then they all get killed, it kind of, yeah. Angry Man says, yeah, I have a lot of love for it, but damn, they're pushing me a bit with all these problems. I haven't even got the first patch and there's problems with that too. I just want to play it. Yeah, it's frustrating. Yeah, I don't know. It's a bit awkward for me as well, because Battle Brothers in my wish list. I'm just waiting for the right moment. Yeah, well, do you wanna watch a stream of it? I don't know if it's quite as engaging as this game, but yeah, I mean, it could be cool. I don't know. I'm kind of in the mood for some Warhammer, but I mean, I'm definitely going to play Battle Brothers again. But yeah, it's could be cool. It's a bit of an awkward situation for me though, because I've got like most of the subscribers that have joined, and most of the guys that watch the streams have joined and watch 40k to watch Necromunda, you know. So it's like, you know, I don't want to like disappoint those people, but then, you know, like it's a bit like, yeah, do you know what I mean? Like it's sort of like I'm sort of advertising the stream and everything as Necromunda, and then I'm like, all right, we're not playing Necromunda anymore, guys. We're gonna go do some other stuff. So yeah. Saying I love 40k and do not have a LGS near me, and this game scratches my 40k itch. I want them to fix it ASAP. I have local 40k interest, but quarantine kinds of makes that not a thing. Yeah, yeah, it's yeah, you can't really play like in person with people anymore, unfortunately. I'm really annoyed that they screwed up Dawn of War 3. Like, how the hell do you screw up Dawn of War 3? Like how is it even possible? Like, do you know what I mean? Like how? Like, fuck, all they had to do was just make Dawn of War 2 again, and it would have been a success. But no, they just fucking just ruined it. Been trying to get painting backlog done instead. Oh, that's cool. I've been thinking about getting back into painting for the last like year or so, but I don't know. I feel like, I mean, maybe some of you guys can like can get down with this, but I feel like you can get into this kind of painting hell thing where you think, oh yeah, I want to do this army, and then you buy like 18 miniatures or whatever, a heap of miniatures, and then you like start painting them, and then you think, oh, maybe I'll undercoat all of them and I'll do the base colors or whatever, and then you think, oh no, maybe I don't want to do that color scheme anymore, I'll change it to something else, and then you think, oh, actually, hey, maybe I should collect Eldar, and then you you buy a couple of Eldar miniatures just to try it out, and you like paint one of them, and then you're like, oh, I really want to just get Eldar, but then you've already, don't get me wrong, I never collected Eldar, like I'm just saying that as like a as a an example, but yeah, no, I was never an Eldar player anyway. But yeah, and then you're like, oh shit, no, I should go back and finish that Marine army that I bought, and then and then you end up with just all these miniatures that are like half painted, and you've got like one guy that you painted really good, but the rest are all kind of crap, and then you decided to change the uniforms, so then you have to like try and strip the undercoat off them, and you just kind of end up with this like all these projects that are kind of half done, and all of them require like hundreds of hours to complete, and you just can't like get anything done. Anyway, that's how it's worked out for me quite a few times with my painting missions. But what I was thinking about, there's a game called Blackstone Fortress. I don't know if you guys have seen it or not. I've heard some reports that it's actually not a bad game, although I feel like it's not as good as like the old like Warhammer Quest and stuff like that, which is like the the pinnacle of Games Workshop board games. And like Space Hulk for different reasons. Like Space Hulk's good because it's got that sort of like perfection going on. It's just like one of those sort of perfect games, kind of like Blood Bowl. But Warhammer Quest has got that really cool like RPG type of thing going on. Anyway, sorry, I digress. Blackstone Fortress has really cool miniatures. All the miniatures in it are like really cool, and they're all different. So if you kind of have my problem, you can kind of. I was thinking, well, buy Blackstone Fortress, and then just just paint like one miniature at a time, and make each one a special project, but just one miniature. So potentially you can, if you're really focused, you could potentially do it in a few hours, or you could do it over a few days or whatever. And they'd be all different characters and stuff. I don't know. Yeah, I was thinking about it, but yeah, I don't know. It's a lot of a time commitment, and especially with the channel now and everything, I don't really have time to do anything. But anyway, I thought I'd share that fantasy of maybe one day getting back into painting. Colin said, I was so disappointed in Dawn of War 2. I love Dawn of War, and some of the decisions they made with Dawn of War 2 just turned me off the game. Was looking forward to Dawn of War 3, and then they messed it up even more. Okay, so that's interesting actually. I found it really interesting that a lot of people didn't like Dawn of War 2. Yeah, I don't know. It's sort of like, in some ways, I felt like there was that RPG element was kind of missing from Dawn of War 1, and I kind of wanted that. But then, Dawn of War 2 was maybe like too much RPG-ish and not enough kind of base building and 4Xy for some people. Not 4Xy, but like, yeah, RTS base building, basically, But I felt like the multiplayer was really cool in Dawn of War 2. Like the way that you could like upgrade your teams on the fly, and like just the kind of build order and all that kind of stuff. It was really cool. I was a bit bummed that the competitive thing didn't really take off that much for it, but yeah. It's been too easy for me to overcommit because my local game store used a miniatures bin, so it's pretty easy to get yourself into trouble. As it used miniatures bins, so it's pretty easy. So you just like buy second-hand miniatures and like odd pieces, and then just get have like more projects and more projects. Angry and said, yeah, it takes time to paint them right. Yeah, I was pretty well. I mean, I was pretty good relative to my friends. But I wasn't like winning Golden Demon Awards or anything. But yeah, it did. I used to spend hours on each miniature, and yeah. Carolyn said, I have one major army, and Primaris are causing me an issue because I build an army based on lore and fluff, and they just cause so many issues with my Primaris army. Will be a different chapter. Yeah, Primaris, crap. They really annoy me. But anyway, I've ranted about that on other streams, so don't need to do it right now. They should give Dawn of War a second chance. I love it. Yeah, Dawn of War is pretty cool. If you want like a roleplay campaign, like if you want to play Dawn of War 1, then Dawn of War 2 is not going to do it for you. But if you want to like just consider it to be a different game, you know, and it's sort of like an RPG game where you kind of level up, you play through the storyline, and you get different gear and stuff, and you decide which way your different characters are going to go. And yeah, it's a little bit old now. I tried playing it again, and I felt like it was a bit old. But even so, I could still probably play it through again. And the really cool thing about Dawn of War 2 is that you can play the campaign co-op. So yeah, it's a really fun thing to do with one of your mates. Just like, you know, you go like heavy weapons and the tactical or something, and he goes the hero and the assault marines or something like that, you know. Yeah, and you kind of like do co-op. It's actually one of the only games I've really enjoyed playing co-op. I thought it was really fun to play co-op. And yeah, and it's actually got a co-op campaign, which is really rare. You can like level up your guys in between matches and stuff like that. Ingrid said, I sold my Tyranid army, just got the metal Necromunda gangs. Now I've got a few gangs to paint and had them for years. That's cool. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'd kind of like to paint, but I don't want to get back into painting. Like I don't want to get that thing. Like I was saying before, I don't want to get into that like painting hell where you've just got all these different projects and you can't finish anything, and it's just. And I don't think it's me alone. Like the amount of people I've seen that have got you know, whole armies that are just like. They're just like table ready, you know, like they've just got like 3 colors, you know, the bare minimum they need to get so they can play the game. So they've got like, you know, blood angels that are just like red with black bolt guns, and I mean with black bits and silver bolt guns or whatever, you know, and no dry brushing or inking or anything, and like, you know, the amount of people I've seen with that stuff going on, like, is, you know, it's really, really common, like around like just, you know, local hobby guilds and stuff like that. So yeah, I think anyway, so I think I'd rather just do like individual projects. The other thing I was thinking about, like, I don't know if you guys remember, there was this game called I think it was called Inquisitor that they brought out that had these like giant miniatures. They were like, I can't remember what scale they were. They were like 150mm scale or something like that. So they're like about like this big, I think. And they were really cool. Like some of the miniatures you could get, like I think there was a Space Marine one, and there was some different Inquisitor ones, and maybe there was an Arbite, and I don't know if you can still get the miniatures maybe from somewhere. But yeah, I was thinking they'd be pretty cool because they're kind of like almost big enough that you could put them on your mantelpiece or something and have them as little display pieces, you know. But yeah, they're really cool. Anyway, I digress. But yeah, I'm kind of depressed now about Necromunda. Hey, I finished a full battalion during Fallen Train so far. Not amazing, but I'm a slow painter and I think it looks pretty good. A whole battalion of what? Imperial Guard? I love Imperial Guard. Imperial Guard, oh, I don't know. I mean, I guess Space Marines are kind of like my favorite faction. But not like vanilla Space Marines, you know. They've always got to be. Yeah, I've seen the 40k action figures. Yeah, I thought they were like Namco or something. Or maybe it's both. Angry Rain said, "I've got every special character and hired gun plus every gang except Orlok, Escher, and Scabbies. Love pit slaves, converted each one with the new metal Goliath. Even used Orc Power Claw. Oh, that's awesome, Angry Rain. Yeah, you're a man after my own heart. Well, I mean, you're a man after my own heart, but you're a man with obviously a lot more dedication and skill than me to be able to actually achieve all that. Oh, Death Guard, cool. File the bicep down to match the Orcs. Yeah, I used to love doing conversions. I did this cool conversion I had because I had like a homebrew chapter, and I did. I got the Azrael miniature, the Dark Angels chapter master miniature, and he's got like a he's got a plasma pistol and a power sword like that he holds up in the air. I know some of you guys might remember the miniature. It was pretty awesome. Anyway, and I didn't really like the plasma pistol, so I thought it'd be a cool conversion to put a book in the hand, in the other hand. So I got this, like, I got those bolt gun hands that's kind of like this from Space Marine, and I kind of like stuck that on there. And then I got this book that I think I made the book out of, like, I think I just carved the book from scratch and had this like book open in his hand, so he's kind of like this, but with like the book like here. And yeah, I thought it was sick. And then like a few weeks later, I saw this conversion in like in White Dwarf that somebody had done with like the exact same thing, except they had like a really big giant book that was like heaps bigger than life size, and then they had it set in like a diorama. But it was like, yeah, the exact same concept. I was like, wow, we're in the same wavelength, guy. But anyway, because I had a Spire gang, but it was offered a lot of money for it, so I sold them. That's cool. I didn't really like the Spire miniatures, the old ones. Anyway, I don't know if you're talking about the old miniatures or there's some new ones that came out. But the old ones that came out in like the 90s or something, or maybe not, yeah, or the early 2000s or something. I didn't really like them. I thought they weren't very good sculpts, most of them. Tyson said I have way too much chaos kicking around. Tyson said I'm moving right now, so I'm kind of regretting some of it. Just heaps of boxes of miniatures. They go for serious money now for the old metal ones. Wow, that's cool. Yeah, I never thought of Warhammer as the sort of thing where you would try and make money out of it. It's not a way of making money. It's a way of throwing money away. It's like when people buy like cheap cigarettes. You know, it's like you don't smoke cigarettes to save money. You know. This is so if you're in Australia, we have really high taxation on cigarettes. The government does it, I guess, ostensibly to, you know, try and save people from the health problems of smoking. But you think if that was true, they would just ban smoking rather than just making it super expensive. So yeah, so basically they just tax the smokers heaps to pay for everyone else's Medicare, I guess. But I was gonna say. But I quit smoking now anyway, so it's a lot cheaper if you just don't smoke at all. Colin said I have 2.5 Dark Angels companies. Nice. A full first company of Deathwing and half a Ravenwing company. Oh yeah, Colin, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I wish I had done that. I think I have about, I don't even know now. I haven't even opened the box anymore for so long. But yeah, like I've got a homebrew chapter, but I used a lot of the Dark Angels miniatures because I like, you know, the robes and stuff like that. And yeah, that's the kind of theme that my chapter's got as well. Yeah, I think I've got like one. Got like a 2 Terminator. I think I got a 10-man Terminator squad and a 5-man Terminator squad, and I've got like a few vehicles like Land Raider, maybe a Land Raider, a Rhino, and a couple of Razorbacks. I've got about 3 squads of tactical Marines. I've got an assault squad with a chaplain with jump pack, and what else have I got? Oh yeah, I've got just a 5-man Devastator squad with heavy plasmas, and maybe they've got a mixture of weapons actually. Can't remember. But yeah, but also like this army is from like a few editions ago as well, so I don't even know if they'd be valid to play with anymore. I got a couple of jet bikes. Is that all? Yeah, not jet bikes, sorry. Got a couple of land speeders. Yeah, I think that's about it. Oh, scouts. Yeah, got a couple of 5-man squads of scouts. Yeah, so I think I've got like a bit less than, I've got about half of a company, I guess. 27,000 points worth of Dark Angels. Nice. Yeah, I think I don't think I've got that many points. I don't know how many points it was now, but yeah, it's probably like 3,000 or 2,000 or something. Like too many to field in one game most of the time, but yeah, not enough to have my own chapter or anything. Yeah, I've been playing pretty much the whole time, I guess, because like I think Warhammer First Edition came out in '87, but I didn't start getting to Warhammer until like 91, maybe 91, 92, when I first bought my first Space Marine squad. But that was when the first Space Marine proper army list came out in the White Dwarf. I don't know if you guys remember that, the original the original Space Marine army list rules came out in the White Dwarf. This is before they had the army books and all that, and that was kind of like that was kind of the start of like when 40k proper started to like happen, because they had Rogue Trader, but Rogue Trader was like this weird, I don't know, yeah, like the guys who know what Rogue Trader was will know without me having to describe it, but anyone who doesn't know, like the original 40k rulebooks was Rogue Trader, and it wasn't really a proper war game like the modern rules. It was kind of like this weird mixture of like role-playing game rules and like background and just all this stuff, and the background was totally different back then. Well, not totally different, but there was like a lot more random stuff in there, and it wasn't so codified and standardized. But anyway, and when the army list came out for Space Marines in the Codex Space Marines article or something, it was in one of the White Dwarf, White Dwarf 40 or something. That was kind of like the template, I guess, for the army books that started coming out after that. But anyway, so yeah, that was when I first started collecting Space Marines. So it wasn't when Rogue Trader first came out, but it was kind of like when modern 40k kind of was just in its like larval stages, I guess. But I'm not saying I'm like an old school 40k head or anything. I didn't really play. I haven't played that much 40k. Like I've mainly just followed the. I've spent way more hours painting than I've spent playing, and I've spent way more hours reading and enjoying the lore than I've spent painting. Way more hours. So I'm not a veteran 40k player by any measure, but I'm a dedicated lover of the background for sure. And 5k points of bugs. That's a lot of Tyranids. What squad composition would you suggest for an Escher PvE gang? Escher PvE gang. Well, I'd go for the order leader. So if you I can't remember what the video is called, but I've got a build guide up for the order leader build, 0 AP shoot cost Escher order leader. So yeah, check that out. I'd definitely take an order leader. I'd suggest pretty much going with an order leader heavy, the same as the one that's described in the build, but I probably would change some of the skills now. I've probably moved on a little bit from that now. I can't remember exactly what skills that they've got, but it'll say in the build guide what the core skills are that you need. So I'd like take those skills, but it also make sure I take like Vanguard, Composure, and Exertion, and Iron Will if those aren't already in the build. But yeah, so I do that for the leader for sure. And then I don't know, you kind of got two options. You can either like leverage the leader more and go for lots of heavies and deadeyes in the rest of your game, so they'll get free shoots every turn, which is kind of cool. Or you can go the complete opposite way and go for a gunpoint team. I haven't really done a lot of gunpoint videos, but I'm sure you can find some online. But I did do one for a gunpoint, Escher gunpoint mechanic. So yeah, I definitely recommend you have one of them in the team if you're going to go for a gunpoint melee squad. And maybe go for like 2 brawlers as well. Give them like a pistol and 2 melee weapons as well. And you kind of do the same kind of thing as the gunpoint brawler does, except for instead of taking power strike, you take chain strike, and you take can't remember what it's called now. It's one of those blue skills, and it means that when you kill an enemy, you get to get a cost reduction on your next melee attack. Yeah, so probably like take something like that and some other offensive melee skills. And you can also make I don't know. There's lots of different ways to play it, but yeah, the order leader with lots of heavies and lots of deadeyes and just being really shooty is pretty cool. It's a really safe way to play as well, because you can kind of sit back and just pick off the enemies, but you don't really need to be that safe because the AI is pretty stupid anyway. I guess I pretty much just go for if you want to do PvE, yeah, it's pretty not very challenging, you know. You can just kind of do whatever you want, but you're probably going to go for like lots of damage, you know, so you can kill the enemies as fast as possible. And maybe take Vanguard, so you got 275 HP. That's probably all you need. If you got Vanguard, then the enemies are unlikely to one-shot you in one turn, and if they don't kill you in one turn, they're unlikely to finish you off most of the time. So that's probably all the defense you need. But yeah, honestly, I'd probably try and build your gang for PvP, even if you hardly ever do PvP, and then just, you know, then just level up in PvE with your PvE build. Level up in PvE with your PvP build. Krillin said, my Escher gang is a Deadeye order leader, a Deadeye ganger, and 3 heavies. I'm trying to find a build that does not require a lot of secondary buffs from other gangers. Did you check out my oh no, it's not really good for Escher. Yeah, that was kind of my same thinking for my Orlok gang, but it doesn't work it works better. It works good for Orloks and Goliaths, but I don't know if it works as good for Escher. But yeah, I don't know. I'd have to look into that actually. Yeah. Sorry, I don't know if what I just said then made any sense. What I was talking about is like, I feel like heavies are really good team players, and they're really good when they use their auras. So if you're not going to use them all together, if you want them to be independent without getting buffs from each other and stuff like that, then you know, like if you don't need auras, then basically you don't need heavies. You know, you can just take Deadeyes. Carolyn gang says his Orlok gang is 5 Deadeyes. Yeah, I think 5 Deadeyes is pretty doable. Although I think 4 Deadeyes and a Sab is like heaps better. But I don't know. So that's the thing. Yeah, it's just like getting those buffs on. Like getting buffs from other gangers is really awkward. If you can self-buff yourself, that's fine, because your first turn you just move into position, you pop your buff, you set your Overwatch, and away you go. But yeah, as soon as you have like a secondary character that's got to like activate after the first characters in order to put the buff on them on the first turn, and they've all got to be together and blah blah. So yeah, like Yarrick was actually getting around that by having two Deadeyes, 2 Sabs. So he's got like 3 Deadeyes and 2 Sabs. I assume that's the reason he did that, but and that's actually what I've got on my Orlok at the moment as well, 3 Deadeyes, 2 Sabs, because that way you've got, like, you do still need the Sabs for the secondary buff, the Chem Synth, but you've got 2 Sabs to do it, so it's a bit easier to spread, make sure everyone's got Chem Synth on them in the first turn. So, you know, potentially you activate a couple of Deadeyes, then you actually activate your Sab, he's Chem Synths those 2, then you activate another Deadeye and you save 1 more Sab to go wherever he does and do another Chem Synth on him. But yeah, I'm not sure how it would work with Escher though. If you wanted to make them all independent, I feel like Escher is the weakest kind of defensively in a way. I don't know. I guess Escher can get a lot of evasion stuff, whereas Orloks go for hit resistance and Goliaths go for damage absorption. Yeah, but I haven't looked into it properly actually. But yeah, I'm not sure how much. I know melee evasion, Eschers can stack really nicely, but I'm not sure about ranged evasion, whether they can get too much of it. Anyways, yeah, I probably should wrap this stream up. I'm trying to avoid sab buffs because I lose chem synth almost every game to null nades. You know, in PvP, you mean? Well, that's why if you have 2 sabs, you can just reapply it. You know, it's super powerful on all locks. 35 hit resistance, plus if you can give them 25 alertness, and then if they get the extra 15 from Iron Grit when they go into Overwatch, you know, they've got 75 hit resistance, which is pretty powerful, especially if they've got self-preservation or something. You know, they go over 100 as soon as they get below 50% HP. So yeah, it's pretty, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, that's the good thing about this game. There's so many different ways to build and spec things, different interactions and stuff. If you go into the Discord, I think some people seem to think that they've already found, like, you know, the meta's already been figured out pretty much. And maybe in there, you know, they're probably right. They got more experience than me. But yeah, I don't know. I'm still like finding new stuff all the time. So yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, I'm thinking I might have to stream something different tomorrow, guys. Just to have a little break. They should get ranged evasion when they engage in melee combat. Doesn't everybody get ranged evasion when they go into melee combat? I think you automatically get like 15 or something, just automatically. Everyone gets it, but yeah, I think maybe it should have an extra bonus or something. I'm trying to avoid sab buffs, but they cannot keep up with the Dead-Eyes because my Dead-Eyes are heading in different directions to avoid Goliath brawlers. Yeah, that's cool. That's true. Yeah, that was pretty much my thinking. That's pretty much why I was getting into Dead-Eyes as well, to avoid the Goliath brawlers. But I kind of think having a sab, I think this might be what Yarrick was saying as well. Like you stick your Dead-Eyes somewhere and then use your sabs to like blow up the bridges and stuff, and disable the zip lines so the brawlers can't get to you. So the sabs can actually, because some maps don't have, you know, like some maps have like a spot where you can get to where the brawlers can't reach you at all. There's no path, but most maps don't have that, you know. You know, having the sabs, like at least one sab, so they can blow the bridges, you know, and it's pretty good. But yeah, the other thing too is that you need them to debuff the enemies sometimes. I think with Orlocks you can get enough hit precision to be able to penetrate, so you don't really need the sabs. That's why I like, with my 3 Dead-Eyes I've got really high precision, and I think I take calculated shot as well, so they've got like an ability to penetrate that hit resistance. Although I'm a bit, I don't know, I'm tossing up dropping the calculated shot again because it does use a slot. But yeah, but if you've got 2 sabs, you know, you're much more likely to have somebody around that can throw null nades on the enemy, which is good. But yeah, they are vulnerable more. The Batman grappling is is a good way to not get squished, yeah, for sure. Makers said, but I want to Escher so badly to make them viable. Yeah, I think I'm pretty sure. I mean, I think they are viable. They're just not, you know, I don't know. I just haven't figured out a good build for them. Yeah, a guy I was playing against, Artorias, has got his Escher is like this turtley build where he takes like 2 mechanics and builds walls and shit, and just like blocks off the little places so that the brawlers can't get to him. I don't know, it doesn't really work that well, but yeah. Escher's really good with pistol melee builds. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, if you haven't checked out the that gunpoint mechanic build that I put up, that pretty much like kind of explains the concept. You can kind of just alter that for whatever, well, for a brawler basically. It worked for a brawler or for a leader as well. But yeah, if you just take any class and you take like power strike on them, then they can basically shoot, and then their shoot gives them, after they've shot with their pistol, they get minus 65% I think cost to their next offensive melee action. So then you go into combat, Then you spend 5 AP to switch your pistol out for another melee weapon, and which will be a 30 melee attack normally. But then you use power strike, so it makes it like 60, I think, or something, or maybe not quite. I can't remember how much it makes. It makes it more expensive anyway. But you get like double strength attacks, you know, so you get like 60 AP worth of attacks. But whatever it costs, you reduce that by 65%, I think, from gunpoint. So it's pretty cool. Or if you don't need that big of a hit, you can just leave your weapon, leave your single weapon equipped and just power strike with the one hand. That's how I do it anyway. Maybe there's other ways. But yeah, I really like it because you got so much like flexibility, you know, you can like shoot, then go into melee, then if they've only got like 50 HP left, you just power strike with your one melee attack and like keep your pistol equipped. If they've got heaps of HP, you spend 5 AP to switch to your double weapon and use power strike to hit with both. Actually, game has 2 Dead-Eyes, a mech and 2 heavies. The mech and the heavies stay near each other to get buffed by pheromone canisters. Yeah, I don't know if you checked out that lay mechanic build that I put up, Carolyn, but is that the sort of thing that you do on your mechanics, or on your mechanic, or do you have your mechanic just as a full buffer with like anointed weapons and that sort of stuff? Because yeah, I was finding with the lay mechanic, melee lay mechanic, build gunpoint mechanic setup. It's kind of cool because as you're running around, you just drop pheromone canisters everywhere. So all your gangers can kind of, well, not always, but you know, there's like multiple ones around the place. I use the same build. Yeah, cool. Yeah, because if you use that, like you can just kind of like run around and attack stuff and just drop in pheromone canisters everywhere, like little rabbit droppings behind you, you know, and then your other guys can just kind of like wander around using whichever pheromone canister AoE is the closest. Gives you a bit more flexibility. Like I found, like if you try to set up a base, you know, like if you're like playing Dead-Eyes and you've got like 2 heavies and 2 if you're playing Orlocks and you've got like 2 Dead-Eyes and 2 heavies or something, and you have a mechanic and you set up like a road flare and you try and sit all your guys in the road flare to get defense and stuff, it just doesn't work out because the enemy will come and just flame you or throw a cryo grenade on your base or something, and you know, it stuffs it up. Whereas with the with that lay mechanic build, you know, you kind of just drop in canisters everywhere, so it doesn't, like, there's no particular place that they can screw you up by like doing area denial on your sort of base. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you just litter the field with them, just build them constantly. Yeah, that's cool. Anyways, yeah, I might jump off now, guys. I'll try and put up a little video, and then tomorrow, I don't know, I might do another match of aspirants, but I feel like, I don't know, I feel like, you know what I mean, like without the chance they can survive and make it to become a Space Marine, I feel like that kind of reduces a lot of the drama and, you know, interest in the whole concept. If they're just going to get executed at the end of every mission, it kind of like reduces the chances of, you know, the excitement about their heroic actions. That's kind of how I'm feeling anyway. But yeah, so I don't know, I might actually just play like Warhammer Online, Warhammer Total War or something tomorrow, or I don't know. Yeah, I reckon, I don't know, it's out of Aspirants, Warhammer Total War, or Mordheim. I kind of want to play my Great Swords of Mordheim again as well, just for some funsies. But yeah, we'll see how we go. Anyway, yeah, thanks a lot for the good conversation as always. And yeah, sorry that our aspirants all died, but you know, they developed mutations. They were not sufficient to join the ranks of the vaunted Imperial Fists. Alright, yeah, I'll catch you guys next time. See ya.